Sorry about that. Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. We're going to be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1143. We got a color cover page of the Straw Hats racing on fish. So, yeah, or the flying fish from Sabaody is what they're racing on. And like each of their, I guess, colors, seemingly. Or we got like Luffy's on a red one, Nami's on an orange one, but Zoro's on blue, so I guess that's okay. But yeah, getting into the chapter, a sneaky move by God Knights. What's happening to the kids? So someone yelling, "Wait, y'all, wait, stop!" And so it's Saul. He says, "Ilva, Magu, Ranja. They really are sleepwalking. What's this white cloth? Where are you kids going?" And then Robin yells, "Careful, Saul. That teacher warned us not to touch them." And then, yeah, Chopper says, "The one that was covered in blood?" And he says, "I know, but doesn't look like there's anything nearby, and we can't let them keep walking like this. It's dangerous." And so Saul reaches out to grab Ilva, and then suddenly she's covered in, or you see these invisible thorns wrapped around her. He says, "Let's get him back to the school, or the sk." And then, yeah, you see like this thorn pierce his hand, or yeah, pierces his body, I guess. This one's going through his hand, and one's poking into him. And then, yeah, he like winces backwards or falls backwards, saying, "Yeah, that hurts." And says, "What the Saul? What happened? Did somebody stab you?" And it says, "I'm calling from the Walrus School. All our students just suddenly fell into a deep sleep. And 9 of them are walking away, but they're still unconscious. In the Western Village." So, yes, getting the message out there. It says, "We have no idea what's causing this." And this someone says, "School children, my kid is there." And then, yeah, Angie, it's Angie on the transponder snail relaying all this, saying, "That's not all. Mysterious beasts have emerged from the forest." It says, "Monsters, and are those tights going to be okay?" It says, "The kids were heading towards the 8th branch," and it says, "Telediction snail, only used with an LBAP." Okay. So yeah, it's big snail. As big as Nami and Brook in them. But yeah, Nami says, "All this on top of a fire. This is so sudden. Are they going to be okay?" And then Jinbei says, "What's going on over there?" And it says the 8th branch. So they mean back there, right? Is everything okay? And then Jarl says, "Alright, this is awful. My great great granddaughter Ilva goes there." And then yeah, this is great great grandchild. Yeah, they're like, "You're all way too drunk," Nami says. And Brooke says, "You can't lose your wits at a time like this." And someone says, "Woo." And says, "Whoa, that was quick." So say, "Fires Zvalar has been dispatched. Go fire brigade, we're counting on you." So the firefighters of Elbaf. And so yeah, as they're headed over there, they say, "Huh? What's that?" Because the Draugr appears. And yeah, just knocks them away. And yeah, they're all all the giants are like, "What?" Their tongues and eyes all popping out of their heads. So we got Heathon and Scopper saying, "Yeah, did you see that? The look on those," or this is not Scopper actually, this is one of the God Knights. Sorry about that. Says, "Did you see that? The look on that giant's face when the thorns got him. Talk about priceless. What was that expression again? Love is both roses and thorns, right?" Oh, yeah. go, I guess it beats me. They're all just like chilling at a table while this is all happening. It says, "You're such a stick in the mud, Gunko. The more love you have, the deeper passion's thorns take hold. It'll be even better when their folks show up, right? I love this game." Killingham? Is that? No. Not Killingham. He's the other one. Kieran. Ooh. But yeah, says if they try to hug their kids, the thorns will rip them to pieces. The brats won't even want to look at them after that. They'll be bawling themselves when they realize their folks died right in front of them. Even murder can be moving. Summers. Saint Summers, thorn fruit, Briar Man. He says, Summers says, it'll be death by love. That's something to look forward to, am I right? Gunko doesn't answer. And then, yeah, he's like, come on, you're too stoic, it's pathetic. And Killingham says, Gunko, what route are you using? This, and she says, the central path, there are other thick branches. And this is, yeah, Walter School, Owl Library, Western Village, Harbor, which is the path that the kids are going down. It says, but making them go that way will get them to the ocean clouds I saw by the village. Yeah, Summer says, to be in the center is to be vulnerable. That's a harsh reality to face, especially when you're too helpless to move. And then Carringham says, Summers, this needs salt. And then he says, salt. And then he thinks salt. And then, yeah, falls asleep. So, yeah, St. Killingham. Mythical beast, or mythical dragon fruit, model Kieran. Or Keelan. Dream materializing man. And he says, Ashbach rock salt, ever the connoisseur. And he says, you can wake up now. He says, that's the ability you use to pull those dream demons out of the brat's head, right? Of course, I can use it multiple times simultaneously. The salt is perfect. I agree. The ship docked at the village is meant for giants, but. And then, yeah, because, like, we should be able to. Or, one of them says we should be able to make our own rainbows with a painter, and Gunko's like, "This is delicious." And she's like beaming. It's like, "What a peculiar culture." And Carringham says, "So when we've done that, we just return to the Holy Land and." Yeah, Summer's like, "What? That's it? This game is way too easy, or was way too easy." And then yeah, Gunko's like, "I'm stuffed. Hey, is this 0 calories?" And Kerrigan's like, well, I mean, it was a dream meal. Of course it's calorie free. And she says, Summers, don't let your guard down. Trouble is brewing. I saw a certain pirate ship anchored at the village. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy is on Elbaf. And yeah, someone says, huh. Hey, aren't the kids heading straight for the fire? This is it spread faster than I expected, but no matter if they die, or yeah, this is Summers, I guess, saying this. They die, we'll just have to use the next. We'll just have the next batch march over, and then over to the underworld. Someone says, "Loki, you no good. Let's go ahead and try something hard." And Doga, there's no way you can stop me. None of you can even lift a even lift Ragnar. And then Gerd says, "We can't let you turn anyone else into the sun realm. We can't let you turn anyone else in the sun realm into a victim." And then Loki says, oh, there will be victims. The flames are already spreading. Now choose. Surrender your weapons and let me go, or. And then Sanji says, hey, what's the deal with this monstrous giant? And Luffy says, he's injured. If we don't help heal. And he says, will you let everyone die? I'll slaughter every last weakling in the Sun Realm. And Harden says, or Loki says, if you don't answer, and then Harden says, wait, we get it. And he smiles, and Zoro says, don't fall for it, Harden. And yeah, he's like, Rono or Zoro. And then Luffy's like, guess there's no choice, I promised. If you did anything, I'd drop you. And Har's, yeah. Harden says, wait, Straw Hat, he'll zap you if you get near. And Loki says, I see, so that's your answer. And yeah, Gert says, there's no turning back from a crime like this. Just stop, Loki. Think of the children. Zoro says, Luffy, are you going to let him off easy? His wounds are about to open up again anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I read that right. Ooh, Luffy says, gum gum, and then Loki says, damn, guess I lose this round. And he's like, arm balloon, and he just like taps him. And like, what? Yeah, Loki just falls over. And Zoro says he was already at death's door. Just standing was taking all the strength he could muster. It was a nice try. He probably planned on finding somewhere to pass out safely after he escaped. Doubt he'd have made it given the blood loss. And Zoro says, now it's up to you. Whether you want to treat him or let him croak. And Luffy says, I have unfinished business with him, but he was covered in blood. Certainly looks like someone tried to kill him, and that's a separate issue from his prior crimes. Yeah. And Road thinks it's just a hunch, but could it be? So Luffy says, Harden, I have a request. Please save his life. I don't care what kind of person he is. I can't just watch him die. And Gertz breaks out some IV bags or blood bags. Whole blood, they say. Says, how long for a full recovery? Several months at least. If we're serious about treating these wounds, he shouldn't be sleeping in a place like this. And then, yeah, says they won't be so forgiving at the village. It'd be a one-way ticket to execution. And yeah, one of them says, I don't mind staying here. Their hatred really runs deep, but I guess we are talking about unforgivable garbage. Luffy thinks, wow, those horns are the real deal. So yeah, they took the helmet off, and yes, he actually does have horn. Who says this? It's the mark of the ancient giants. Our father Harold was the same. And got hurt on thinking back. You both are my precious sons. I want you to get along when I'm gone and do what you can to support Elbaf. And then yeah, we see Loki bullying Harden, saying, How can I call such a weak runt my big brother? You're just a bastard. You'll never be Dad's true heir. And he says, Harden, everyone knows your mom's got dirty blood. And so yeah, he pulls out the axe. And they're like, wait, hold on, calm down, Harden. And yeah, he says, there's no way I can ever forgive him. He insulted my mother and killed our father. And then yeah, Luke's like, do it already. This weeping warrior thing has gotten old. You're so drunk on all this personal drama you can't see the forest for the trees. Don't tell me you're really just like the rest, thinking I actually killed our father in cold blood. You don't really buy it, do you? That's the end of the chapter. What's Loki saying? So yeah, hope y'all enjoy this video. If you do, then yeah, leave a like on it, sub the channel, hit that notification bell. And yeah, I'll see y'all for the next chapter. So, later.